Hi, today I will talk about what's coaching, what's not coaching. There's a whole misinterpretation about coaching. Like I said in my previous videos, many people call themselves coaches, but maybe they don't even know the meaning of the word or what coaching is. I have a document and a presentation I teach in my professional coaching trainings. I'll go over that right now. Coaching is asking questions, asking strong questions that will support the client, that will support the individual. So it's basically asking meaningful questions that will support the clients grow and transform in their lives. It's not chatting. It's not trying to learn more about them. It's precise, exact questions for a purpose. Coaches ask questions for a purpose. One of the most important skills a coach has to have is listening. It's listening. Listening is a listening from within. You don't listen to your own mind, which finds new answers to their questions, which comes up with suggestions, or which thinks about your own problems or your own solutions. It's the real listening where you're fully connected with that person, fully connected with the environment, and also you're listening to your intentions. You're also listening to whatever is coming up in that coaching area. Coaching is like a dance, and all the questions and all the answers are just coming up on the... So you just stay there, listen with full focus to what they're saying and also what they're not saying. It's not and never directing. It's listening. We're not directing that. We're listening. We coaches are the space for our clients. People have a need to be listened to. And whenever you stand neutral, just listening to who they are, you see that they come up with answers and they come up with solutions and they exactly know what to do with their lives. So it's listening. We coaches are in a fully trusted relationship. I'm also a trainer, I'm also a speaker, and I'm an author. When I write blogs, or when I lecture on something, or when I teach, I start knowing that not everybody in the room will like me, will enjoy me, or will trust me. With teaching, especially when you're in front of hundreds of people, or when lecturing, or when writing something, writing a blog, you start with the idea that not everybody will trust you, not everybody will listen to you, not everybody will see you as a leader, and that's okay. But with coaching, you need to win your client. Your client, the person you're coaching, has to see you as their friend, as their colleague, as a support, as somebody they can lean on. They have to love you, they have to like you, they have to fully trust you. If there is no trust, there is no coaching. It's all about trust. So find a coach whom you fully trust. That's the only way you can succeed on that coaching process. It's not advertising, it's not talking about yourself, it's all about them. In coaching sessions, the talk, whatever you're talking about, has to be around the client. In my coaching sessions, I normally don't talk about myself, or I don't talk about myself as much as I talk about myself in my trainings. In my trainings, because I want to create, and that's the way you lecture and that's the way you train people, you have to give examples. Because I want people to understand how it is to experience what I'm teaching, because I'm a person who teaches whatever she experiences. I don't teach anything I didn't experience or I didn't work on myself or I couldn't find a solution to. I'm not a teacher who teaches to be slim and healthy while she's, fat. I'm a teacher who is fully in connection with her teaching, who is the first person who uses her teaching, who uses the methods she teaches. So I give a lot of examples in my workshops, in my teachings, but in my coaching sessions, I don't give examples, I don't talk much about myself, because I know as a coach, it's all about them. I can give answers to be an example if they want to hear it. I can ask them, I have an example, I was in a similar position, I experienced a similar situation in my life. Would you like to listen to my point of view? Would you like to listen to what I've been, going through. If they say, yes, I can share myself, they might even say, no, and it's okay. It's not about us. One of the most important skills of a coach is being objective. We are objective, and that's also the miracle consciousness. No matter what they ask for, no matter what they talk about, we are objective. Everything is fine, everything is okay. Sometimes, that's the part I love about coaching, sometimes if you have polarized thoughts about something, like if you're a person who has been married for 30 years and you think, a long marriage and having kids and a big family is very important and very valuable, and that's your value, there might be someone who comes up to you and says, I don't want to ever marry, and I want to, hang around, I want to be intimate with a different man, every 2 days, and it's not your value, and you're like, you have to stay objective, you have to stay cool, because you have to remember, stay in the miracle consciousness, and you have to remember each and every person has different values, each and every person has different ways of life, each and every person wants to express themselves as you do want to express yourself, and each and every person in their core being is free. And each and every person deserves to be free to express whoever they are and to live the life they always dreamed of. They may even come up to you and say, as a professional, I want to be a prostitute. That's a profession and that's a choice, and somebody might love, sex, and might love getting intimate, and because their value is getting intimate and just being in that approach, they might say, I want to be a sex star, and you're this, woman or man who believe in marriage and, single relationship, getting intimate, being with one person. You have to be objective all the time, and you have to remember that person, that individual knows exactly what they want, knows exactly what they love. It's their right to be whoever they are. There's a motto we coaches use a lot. I use it a lot in my courses and seminars and also professional coaching trainings. Be the person you are and live the life you always dreamt of. That should be your motto the whole time. And everybody deserves that, and we are here for that. I'm up to that. I'm up to asking you questions so that I can lead you to your answers, your own answers, and I can support you on the way, become whoever you want to become. Maybe in mentoring and teaching, it might sometimes feel it's not the same level. And it's not. When you go to a course, when you go to a seminar, or when you go and listen to someone who is lecturing, you might not be on the same level knowledge-wise. You go to a training, you go to a seminar, you listen to somebody because they know something more than you do. So there is a knowledge you pay for. When I go to a seminar, or when I go to listen to somebody's lecture, and when I'm paying, I want to make sure that they know something I don't know so that I can learn from them. So in teaching and in mentoring, it's the same thing. In mentoring, when people give mentoring sessions, I also give mentoring sessions, and I keep the mentoring and the coaching very separate because they are separate things. When I do mentoring sessions, people pay for my knowledge. It's very different from coaching. They want to know what I know. They want my answers, my solutions. That's mentoring. So if I go up to a company, or that's advisory, if I go up to a professional company and ask for advice for my company, I will pay them for their knowledge. That's mentoring, that's advising. In coaching, they don't pay us for our knowledge. What I know is not important in coaching sessions. What they know and me asking questions that will lead them to their answers is important, and the topic in coaching is them. The topic in mentoring or teaching or lecturing, when I speak or when I teach, the topic is what I know. The topic is not you. If in what I'm teaching the topic is you, that's a big problem. That's why I don't teach things like people should do this and should do that, and I don't teach stuff like how you should act and how you should behave and what works in life, what doesn't work in life, how you should approach and those things, because that's their life. And I know if I teach people how to act, which steps to take, what to do in life, I will always mislead them. Why? As a coach, I know by heart, and I'm certain that they have all the answers. I don't have their answers. I can teach what I know about life, what I know about like breath, because I'm a breath expert. I have done a lot of researches on that. I can teach about awakening, awareness, methods to get you there. I can teach about coaching, professional. So I can teach about certain topics, but I can't teach you about your life, because that's your life. I can coach you on your life, because the reason mentoring, teaching, and coaching is very much different is because we're talking about your life. We're talking about their lives. We're talking about our clients' lives, which we have no idea of. So that's why it's not teaching. That's why mentoring is different, because it's their lives. It's not a topic for me to talk about. I think there aren't much people, especially who are training coaches, or maybe there are and I didn't see them yet talk about it. There are not much trainers talking about this, talking about why mentoring, teaching, and coaching are different, because the topic is different. I'm teaching a topic when I'm teaching, but I'm just leading you, asking questions to your own life. I cannot lecture, mentor, or teach you your life. That's why coaching is not teaching. And with that, we always have an equal relationship. In lectures and seminars and workshops, because of the knowledge, because there is this expert talking, that knowledge creates a difference. And it's normal. It's not that the person who is speaking is a level higher or lower, but it's more that the knowledge is more. So there is the authority. When teaching, when lecturing, and I'm aware of that as a person who teaches hundreds of people or who lectures in front of thousands of people, I know that I'm an authority and I have to stay as an authority figure. In coaching, there is no authority. There is an equal relationship. You are not higher or lower than the person you're coaching. You are equal. Why? Because you're both human beings, you're both individuals, you're both in the life process, you're both, eating, sleeping, whatever you're doing, you're the same thing, human beings. So there's just one human being, neutral, asking questions about their lives to the other human being. That's it. We have equal relationships. So when coaching, and I've had feedbacks around that I'm a very different person when I'm coaching or when I'm lecturing and teaching. I'm a very different person when I'm mentoring and when I'm coaching. Because with mentoring, with teaching comes the authority. You say, I'm the authority figure, and they pay for that. But with coaching, you don't say that. You have equal relationship. And with that, with that equal relationship, we communicate with them. The one thing that we need to watch is being empathetic in coaching. They don't need empathy in coaching. It's not therapy. We don't give them empathy. We're not empathetic for the person. And actually, we are doing the opposite, because we're standing on a platform where we say, I don't know what's going on about your life, and asking questions. I'm basically saying, as a coach, I'm basically stating that I don't know what you want, I don't know who you are, I don't know what your goals are, I have no idea which steps you need to take. You tell me. As a coach, I ask them questions, and I am there not knowing anything. So I'm just communicating with them. I'm asking relevant questions. I'm asking basic, effective questions to lead them to their already existing answers. I'm not communicating, I'm not empathetic, I'm not trying to understand them as an empathy way, or I'm not like, I feel you. That's not coaching. I feel how you feel. That has nothing to do with coaching. And it's the opposite. I don't feel you. I have no idea what's going on. The more neutral, the more effective. If you like this video, continue watching the next, because I'm going to be talking about what's coaching, what's not coaching in my next video.